Hello everyone. Today in this video, we are going to discuss few more questions from our ecology section. Okay. Before only I said you in the last video that we are trying to cover the portions of botany and geology also, which is going to be asked in your FCI examinations. In the already we have given you one video regarding the vacancy, which is that has not been yet released, but it will be released very soon. Okay. So where that which vacancy I'm talking about, the vacancy of FCI AG3. Okay, in that you can see our previous video. I have told you what is the exam pattern, what are the subjects that will be asked in the examinations. Okay, so in that main sections, in mains examinations, there are two groups, group A and group B. In group A, there is agriculture, botany, and geology. So we are covering the botany and geology section from that. Okay. So in previous video, we have discussed few questions of ecology. In this video also, we are going to discuss few more questions of the ecology, or you can say environmental science, which is very beneficial for that FCI examinations. So let's start with the questions. Our first question is, gradual physiological adjustment of the organism to the slowly changing environmental condition is known as hibernation, estivation, acclimatization, diapause, or none of the above. Okay. Now, as the environment changes, then there is a physiological adjustment of the organism to the changing environment. Then what term is used for that adjustment? Okay. Now, you see, first is hibernation. And what is hibernation? That is, or you can say that is period of dormancy. Okay. Or when you talk about the estivation, that is escape from the heat. Okay, or escaping from the heat of sun. Okay, and when you talk about the diapause, then what happens in diapause? Under unfavorable condition, many species, what they do, they enter the diapause stage. Means you can say such stage which is known as the suspended development stage, that is diapause stage. And next is acclimatization, that is the a gradual physiological adjustment of the organism to the slowly changing new environmental condition. Okay, if there is a shift in some environmental factor beyond the tolerance range of an organism, then what happens? The organism goes to the resting stage, or you can say they will migrate from that places. Okay, so right term that for this is acclimatization. Okay, next, which of the following biome are richest in flora and fauna? Okay, then tundra biome, tropical rainforest, temperate deciduous forest, tropical deciduous forest, grassland biome. When you talk about the richest source of plants and animals, so say flora and fauna, then it's tropical rain forest. Okay, tropical rain forest that lies on the equatorial region around the earth. Okay, and if you see, then in India they are found mainly in eastern Himalaya and western Ghats. Okay, or you can say if you talk about the states, then it is found in Assam, West Bengal, Kerala, even in Andaman. Okay, that what is the main features? They receive large amount of annual rainfall. Okay, and due to that reason also, they are rich in flora and fauna. So which if you talk about the richest source of flora and fauna among the biomes, then it's a tropical rainforest. Second option B is the correct answer. Option B. Next, which of the following is the primary pollutant? Okay, now what is pollutant? You know, any material, or you can say that is done by the human activity or the nature, which leads to the pollution, that is pollutant. Then pollutant are of many types: primary pollutant, secondary pollutant. Okay, and quantitative pollutant, qualitative pollutant. When you talk about the primary pollutant, then they persist in the form in which they are added in the environment. Okay, in which form you add, it remains in that form only. Okay, and what is secondary pollutant? These are formed by the chemical reaction among the primary pollutant. Then which is only primary pollutant? Then DDT, CO, or PAN, all, or 1 and 2 only. What is, when you talk about this, then primary pollutant are DDT and carbon monoxide, that is CO. Okay, and while you talk about this secondary pollutant, then it's a photochemical smog, London smog, or PAN, or ozone, even O3. Okay, so our answer will be 1 and 2 only. Which of the following greenhouse gases contributes least? Okay, when you talk about the greenhouse gases, then they are responsible for the global warming on the earth. Then there are many gases which contributes to its like carbon dioxide, again methane, chlorofluorocarbon, N2O, nitrous oxide. Then they contribute. How much they contribute? See, if you talk about the carbon dioxide, then the role of carbon dioxide in greenhouse gases is nearly 60%. Okay, when you talk about the methane, then of the methane it is 20%. When you talk about the CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, it is 14%. And when you talk about the nitrous oxide, that is 6%. Then among these options, which is list, that is N2O. That is the correct answer. Next is Minamata disease was caused in human in Japan due to the biomagnification of mercury, copper, zinc, silicon, or nickel. Okay, in biomagnification, what happens? See, suppose you know different tropic level. Suppose this is a water. Let's try to understand this. What is biomagnification? Suppose this is water. Okay, in that there is a phytoplankton. That is first tropic level. Next tropic level is zooplankton, which feeds on the phytoplankton. That is second tropic level. Again, next is third tropic level, a small fish. Okay, which feeds on zooplankton. That is third tropic level. Large fish, which feeds on small fish. That is fourth tropic level. Again, when we talk about the fish-eating birds, they feeds on the large fish. That is birds. That is fifth tropic level. Okay. Now suppose you are spraying DDT, then what happens? From the agriculture land, the DDT is washed into the water. Okay. Now what happens? As this water is polluted with the DDT, that will be enter into the body of the phytoplankton. That phytoplankton is consumed by the zooplankton. That will also contain the DDT concentration. Similarly, that DDT concentration will go in small fish, then large fish, then birds. What happens in biomagnification? The concentration of DDT goes on increasing, and highest concentration will be found in case of birds. That is highest trophic level. Okay, that is biomagnification. Then Minamata disease was caused in human in Japan due to the biomagnification of which element? That is mercury. Next, bone soft-spring disease, that is known as Itai Ital disease also, and that was also caused in Japan only, and this was caused due to which element? Mercury, arsenic, cadmium, iron, or copper. Then it was caused due to cadmium. Because FCI asks regarding the disease also. Which of the following is exhaustible resources? Okay, exhaustible resources. Then options are fossil, minerals, biotic resources, natural gases, or all. First thing, try to understand what is inexhaustible resources, or you can say non-conventional resources. This is available in unlimited quantities. Okay, and there is nothing changed in their quantity due to the human impact, like solar energy, wind power, tidal power, geothermal energy. Okay, when you talk about the exhaustible resources or conventional resources, they can be finished by the activity of the human. Okay, it is of two types: renewable resources and non-renewable. When you talk about the renewable, like biotic resources, you see third option, biotic resources. Again, for when you talk about the this fossil, or you can even talk about the natural gas, or when you talk about the minerals, then fossil, minerals, and natural gas, they are the non-renewable resources, while biotic are the resource, what you call renewable resources. Okay, but all these are exhaustible resources, because I just told you exhaustible resources are of two types: renewable resources and non-renewable resources. So right answer is all. World Animal Day is celebrated on 24 February, 23 March, 9 November, 4 October, 11 December. Then World Animal Day is celebrated on 4th October. This, what is the purpose of giving these questions? Because I want that you should remember the important dates also. Which book is maintained by IUCN? Okay, that is International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resource. that contains record of plants and animals that is known to be in danger. Red data book, yellow data book, green data book, brown data book, or none of the above. Then the right answer is that is red data book. Okay, guys. So this was the what will be the effect of domestic waste? Air pollution, biodegradable pollution, non-biodegradable pollution, all or C only. Then due to the domestic waste, there is a biodegradable pollution which can be degraded by the activity of the microbes. Okay, the right answer will be B. It's not C only. It will be B. Answer is B only. Nor air pollution, nor non-biodegradable pollution. Answer is biodegradable pollution. Okay. So guys, this was the few questions from the ecology section, and in the next video I'll bring few more questions from the botany, and in alternate fashion I'll bring one from botany, one from geology, one from botany, one from geology, and in between I'll give the agriculture question also, which is beneficial for your FCI as well as the Ibps Afo examination. Thank you.